All parents of children with an intellectual disability take on a special role. But for a few of us, we have the opportunity to not only share our experience, but also to elevate awareness about the reality of raising a child with intellectual disabilities. We're parents with megaphones, you might say. Gail Williamson didn't set out to change the world, but now she has a massive impact as the leading talent agent in the country, representing actors with disabilities and placing them on mainstream shows and movies, including her son, Blair. And in Maine, author Kari Wagner Peck took her voice to the written page after taking the bold step of adopting a boy with intellectual disabilities, resulting in a best-selling book with a fresh, sometimes funny, and always inspiring perspective. As for myself, well, you may know me from Scrubs, or if you're lucky, you found my cult cable hit Stand Against Evil. I've got something to say. You need a celebrity telling you how to speak like you need another hole in your head. Every other word is the R word. And so what I tell people, more in a solution-oriented approach, is that when I hear the R word, I simply ask people, is there a better way to say that? The big difference with our community is the people that you're denigrating can't stick up for themselves. The R word, spread the word to end the word, is a viral campaign that purports to have people join us in a pledge that maybe there's a better word to use. It has an impact because language emboldens behavior. While I'm proud to speak out, my relationship with my son Max is where it all comes from. And through surfing and sports, our lives have become richer. I think he found that in the ocean, he could marshal some degree of control. And that must have felt really good. And that clicked for him, and it gave him license to go on the trampoline, to swing on the swings, to take a full cut with a golf club, to be able to track a baseball and make contact with it. And all that stuff, I think, has to fuel some sense of self-esteem. As someone in the entertainment industry, I can appreciate what Agent Gail Williamson has accomplished and how important it is to have actors with intellectual disabilities organically integrated into what we see on TV and in films. And like with my son Max, sports is an integral part of that.
I had a son with Down syndrome. When Blair was young, when he was 8 years old, the PE coach at his school said, I think he can run. I think he'd be a good runner. Can I work with him? And I said, sure, be happy to have you do that. Lo and behold, through Special Olympics, he was running 400 meters, and so they sent him an invitation to audition for a Procter & Gamble commercial that needed a little boy who ran, and he got the commercial. So Blair's abilities to be a runner actually got him his first commercial and his introduction to the entertainment industry. Thus, my introduction to the entertainment industry. I'm a talent agent. I work with Kazarian, Mazars, Ruskin, and Associates, and I run a division called the Diversity Division. I only represent performers with disabilities. And I'm very proud that this last month we had 59 bookings in a month. If it weren't for sports and Special Olympics, who knows if we'd be here today.
Gail's clients include Gavin McHugh, who has appeared in 911 on Fox, and Jamie Brewer, not only a regular on American Horror Story, but currently shooting a movie with Gail's son Blair called Turnover. Maine is about as far away from the entertainment industry as you can get, but a perfect home for best-selling author Kari Wagner Peck. And it's through her unique decision to choose to adopt her son, Thorin, and then write about it, that she's made a very special impact to the community with intellectual disabilities and beyond, through her insights and humor in her writing.
The reason I decided to write about Thorin is that Ward and I, we just really didn't like what was out there. I mean, the first chapter of the book is hitting the kid jackpot. That is how we felt. I really wanted to share that vision with people. The way we made the decision around Thorin, we did not want a child with a disability because we just didn't think that we'd be very good with a child who might have more needs. And that for people to read this and go, oh, Down syndrome this doesn't have to be sad. This is like anyone else's story. And that's the effect I want to have on people. Thorin's biggest disability is society. It's not his Down syndrome. He's Thorin who lives with Down syndrome. I mean, Thorin, whatever Thorin does is great, but the sky's the limit. We've all got something. And that's really what I want people to get out of the book.
Like my son and Gail's, for Thorin, sports has become a key component of his lifestyle.
starting with Special Olympics was kind of a cool experience because it was the first time he was really with a group of people that had Down syndrome. And it's been great for him. You know, I think his confidence has grown and the physical ability. So I think it's something that is giving him a place where he belongs in a different way. This is a bigger story than about Down syndrome. And if we're all very lucky, if we're lucky enough, we'll all become disabled by the end of our lives. We're not going to walk, or we're going to lose our eyesight, or we're not going to hear, and we're going to hope people don't treat us like crap. We're going to hope that they still see our humanness.
When that child shows up, you have a chance to do something great. You get to be great at something. You get to be a great parent, because you're going to have to be. So you get a chance right here to be great at something.